Hello, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Val's Air Guns. Today we are taking a look at both the Umarex manufactured Ruger Mark IV 177 caliber pellet pistol and Umarex's own Markpoint 177 caliber pellet pistol. Markpoint is brand new on the market. The Mark IV has been out a while, but it is still a pretty recent entry. Reason we are looking at these together, they're both very popular, inexpensive, entry-level air guns. The Ruger Mark IV here sells for about $57 or so at many online retailers, and the Umarex Markpoint retails for $35. Both are spring piston air guns, and both are rated or advertised as having velocities of roughly 300 feet per second. A little bit faster than that with lead pellets, and they're saying as high as potentially 400 feet per second or 395 feet per second with alloy pellets. But these are both, neither one is a hunting air gun. These are both plinkers for a little informal target shooting and backyard fun and just enjoying the shooting sport. Now, the Umarex is slightly more expensive, and I think the first thing we want to do when we look at these is talk about how they're made and just the basic configuration of each one. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Ruger Mark IV first and talk a little bit about it, and then we will come back to the Markpoint. Okay, the Umarex Ruger Mark IV is a licensed copy of Ruger's .22 caliber firearm. As such, the dimensions are almost identical to the firearm, and the looks are a very, very close copy. The Ruger Mark IV pellet gun has an overall length of 10.75 inches or 27.3 centimeters. It's equipped with a 5.5-inch barrel, which translates to 13.97 centimeters. It's roughly 6 inches tall or 15.24 centimeters. It weighs 1 pound and 5.5 ounces, or another way to think about that is 21.6 ounces, and that translates to 612 grams. Quality of construction is very good. The handling mimics the handling of the firearm, which has been hugely popular because it does handle well. The Ruger does come equipped with a fiber optic front sight, plain black in the back, but it is adjustable for both windage and elevation. But that's a feature I'm going to talk about when we contrast the two of them later. Now, the Ruger is largely made from steel. There is polymer surrounding the steel-lined barrel. It is a rifled barrel. This is a spring piston gun, and it uses a coiled steel spring. The frame itself is steel, and it would appear to be a steel trigger we're working with. One of the built-in features of this pistol that I'm not super crazy about is an automatic safety. It is a break barrel pellet gun, meaning we load it by breaking it like that, putting a pellet into the breech, cocking it, and then normally we would be able to fire. However, on this pistol, it automatically sets the safety. So before you can actually shoot the pellet, you have to depress that safety. Now, I guess that's a good feature for many. I find it a little bit challenging, particularly when the gun was brand new, as it was rather stiff to operate. If I shoot this pistol a lot, I can get in the habit of, breaking it, loading it, taking it back and just flicking that off with my thumb. Now that the pistol is broken in, it's had several hundred rounds through it, I can actually do that. So it's less than a hassle than it was, and it is a safety feature, so might be good for a lot of shooters. Okay, as far as quality of construction, I would definitely give this pistol 4.5 out of 5 stars. Well, no, actually, I have to take that down to 4. I can't go more than that because I have something I want to talk about later. All right, and let's take a look at the Markpoint now. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the Markpoint now. Just like the Ruger Mark IV that we looked at a moment ago, it is a .177 caliber break barrel air pistol. Same kind of story as before. In order to cock it, we simply break it like that, load it. Unlike the Ruger, the automatic safety on this pistol is a grip safety. So the grip safety does have to be depressed to fire the pistol, and it also has a manual safety, which you can choose to use or not to use. So I find this both safe and not annoying. I really like this. So I think that's a very good system that they brought to market with this particular pistol. Other things and areas where it differs, the sights on this pistol are fixed and there is no fiber optic or anything like that. However, when we talk about shooting, I've found these to be super functional and I have no problem with them at all. Now, when we're looking at the size of the pistol, obviously it's considerably larger than the Ruger Mark IV. Okay, and looking at the Markpoint, as you can see, the exterior is constructed of polymer. That includes the grip safety, the trigger, the sights themselves. However, it is a very rugged ballistic style polymer, reminiscent of the Glock or those kinds of things. So I think it's perfect for the purpose that they've got. Internal components, like the actual tube and the piston assembly, are made out of traditional metal and things like that. The difference here is, according to the literature, this would appear to be a gas spring, a gas piston, and from the way it shoots, I believe that is in fact correct. Now, taking a look at the specifications. The pistol has an overall length of 16 3/4 inches or 42.54 centimeters. The barrel is 10.5 inches long, 26.67 centimeters. It's roughly 7 inches tall, about 6 7/8, which shows out about 17 centimeters. The pistol weighs 1 pound and 12.6 ounces, or 811 grams. Specifications show it firing an alloy pellet at 395 feet per second, which would put it supposedly above 350 for lead. We'll go ahead and give that a try and find out just where it is and how that compares to the other pistol. All right, let's take a look at the two of them.